From the John C. Hinch Production Arts Studios in Peoria, Illinois, VideoMax Limited presents Midstate Magazine with your hosts Shane Fryer and Stephanie Robbins. News with Dawn McClure, Marcella Gillen, and the Midstate reporting team. Sports with Tim Leahy. In the Spotlight with Christine Gale. Get Real with Brent Dravalis. On the Beat with Brandon Johnson. Let's Eat with Matt Mulvaney. Chad Weber takes us about town. Street Team with Derod Taylor. And State of the Arts with Lizzie Scoville. And now, from America's friendliest city, Midstate Magazine. Take it away, kids.
Good evening. Welcome to Midstate Magazine. I'm your host, Shane Fryer.
And I'm your other host, Stephanie Robbins. You know, Shane, we have been getting a lot of questions about Midstate lately.
Have we? What are they?
Yeah. Do you know why Midstate Magazine is called Midstate Magazine?
No. And
a lot of people have been asking that.
What do you think the answer is?
Well, let's do this bit by bit. What does Midstate mean?
I think kind of not on the left side or the right side or top side or bottom side, but right in the middle. Midstate.
Right on. So we are in the middle of the state here in Peoria.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I don't know our geography.
We're about the middle.
You know, I don't know the world map. Probably couldn't even point out China, but
that's kind of sad.
Yeah,
skill-wise.
I thought China was where India was on the world map. I got those mixed around one time, I think.
That's quite difficult to do, but obviously you made it possible.
I can do very difficult things
sometimes. Do you know why Midstate Magazine is called Midstate Magazine?
No, I do not.
Well, it's actually called Magazine because of the way the show is set up.
Really?
Yes.
How's
it's
it set
up in like a magazine format. So that we go from the news to the street team or Let's Eat
all
or
the other stuff.
State of the we bounce back and forth. So it's kind of like a feature. And that's why it's called Magazine.
Well, now I understand.
Yes.
Well.
But we're going to go see the news right now.
Yeah, let's check out what's going on in the area.
And I'm Marcella Gillen. Now let's take a look at the news. The Illinois Department of Health has reported the first West Nile virus cases in central Illinois for 2012. 2 of the cases from Peoria County. The virus, transmitted through the bite of an infected mosquito, includes symptoms such as nausea, fever, headaches, and muscle aches, and in even more serious cases, meningitis and even death. The IDPH is currently reporting 94 human cases in the state of Illinois, including 3 deaths. As a means to reduce and repel virus exposure, IDPH Director Dr. Lamar Hasbrook urges Illinois citizens to continue wearing insect repellent and to remove any standing water around their homes. Illinois citizens are also encouraged to report areas that may produce mosquitoes, such as a roadside ditch or flooded yards, to their local mosquito control programs.
The refurbished Hotel Pier Marquette will now be scheduled to open at the end of April. The project started in December when the hotel shut down and was originally slated to open in March. But now, after some complications, it is scheduled to open near the end of April. More than 95% of the inside building demolition is completed, but further interior work such as plumbing and electricity continues. The project has remained in budget so far, and it will compile a $44 million construction cost. Since it was originally scheduled to open in March, for every month that it is delayed, the developer owes the city of Peoria $41,000.
According to recent data from the U.S. Commerce Department, Peoria saw a nearly 37% increase of exports in 2011. This was the 3rd largest growth in exports throughout all the U.S. metropolitan areas between 2010 and 2011. These numbers reflect a larger trend, which shows over 83% of cities in the U.S. experiencing export growth in the past year. Cameron and Tyler Winklevoss, the twin brothers who filed a lawsuit against Facebook back in 2007, have made their way back into social networking. The Winklevoss twins have invested $1 million in SumZero, an online investment community co-founded by Divya Narendra, who was also involved in the Facebook lawsuit. The three Harvard graduates were last seen in the headlines after their legal issues with Zuckerberg, and Facebook became the subject of the film The Social Network back in 2010.
Lisa Lampanelli is coming to the Peoria Civic Center Saturday, October 6th. Lampanelli is known for her edgy stand-up comedy. She has appeared on the Comedy Central Roast, a series of specials on the Comedy Central cable network that poke fun at celebrities such as Charlie Sheen and Donald Trump. Tickets are still on sale for about $40 and can be bought at the Peoria Civic Center box office or online at Ticketmaster.com.
Obesity rates in the United States are predicted to skyrocket in the next 20 years. The Robert Wood Johnson Foundation and Trust for America's Health, two organizations campaigning against obesity, predict that by the year 2030, over 50% of people in 39 states will be obese. Illinois currently has a 27% obesity rate, which is expected to jump to over 53% by 2030. That could mean obesity-related healthcare costs could rise more than 16%. Parents are encouraged to teach their children healthy eating habits and lifestyle choices. Now let's go to Tim with sports.
Thanks, Marcella. Former Penn State assistant coach Jerry Sandusky will be sentenced on October 9th this summer. Sandusky was convicted of 45 counts of sex abuse. In July, the NCAA punished Penn State University for Sandusky's actions with a $60 million fine, a 4-year postseason ban, and vacated all of the program's wins since 1998. Due to the serious natures of his crimes, Sandusky is expected to spend the rest of his life in jail. Strap on your camo gear and load up on ammo. It's duck hunting season. Hunters all around the central Illinois area are overjoyed for the record duck forecasts. The expected numbers are due in part because of the abundance of natural food growing around the lakes in the area. Doug Jallis, site superintendent of Chanderville Wildlife Area, says the lakes are loaded with feed for the first time ever. Jallis continued to say there are literally hundreds of acres of vegetation. When October rolls around, they are going to be loaded with ducks and probably hunters too. Duck hunting isn't the only thing that may be breaking records this season. A statewide disc golfing tournament was held last weekend throughout central Illinois. Matt Schoffen has the story.
Disc golf is a new pastime for some, combining the fun of Frisbee with the patience and aim of golf. I'm here today at the Ledgestone Insurance Super Tour Disc Golf Tournament to catch a little of this awesome Frisbee action.
I spoke with Jared Nettles, the tournament director, to find out what we missed.
The Super Tour is the culmination of a 20 tournament series that's been going on across Illinois for this past year. This is the big event. It's what's called an A-tier event, which means we're bringing in pros from all over the country, including lots of local players. We have pros, advanced players, amateurs, recreational. Everybody's coming out to really just enjoy this game and play for the big prize.
And everyone isn't just a small number of enthusiasts.
Today, well, here at Bradley, we're going to see probably over 120 people. The entire tournament, I believe the number is somewhere around 200. I haven't actually checked the list.
One of the disc golfers, James Lopresti, was able to give us more of a player-side view of this tournament.
The course is challenging, but not too hard. I would not say, obviously, it's a world's course or a pro course. However, it's a great opportunity to come out to practice and to improve upon your game. I also think that this course offers you some holes where you can boost your confidence by getting some deuces.
This tournament is filled with hardcore players and longtime fans alike.
My kids will be born with a disc in their hand.
This is Matt Schoffen of Midstate Magazine, signing off.
Thanks, Matt. The National Hockey League is officially locked out again. The owners and players have not reached an agreement before the deadline, causing the work stoppage. Many fans are frustrated over the two sides' inability to reach a deal. The clock is now ticking for both sides to get a deal done soon. As of right now, there are no scheduled meetings from either side to talk a new agreement. Alex Ovechkin of the Washington Capitals recently stated that this lockout could take a full year. This is the fourth lockout of the NHL in the last 20 years, and the last time was in 2003. Well, that's it for sports. Back to you, Marcella.
Thank you, Tim. A giant panda gave birth last week at the National Zoo in Washington, D.C. With help from fertility treatments, the birth ended a seven-year dry spell where no new pandas were born. The new cub should be ready for its first public appearance in a few months. The pandas are on loan from China, where there are only about 1,600 giant pandas left in the wild.
A 7-year dry spell, more like the desert. I'm glad these pandas got helped out.
We're going to have to take a trip to the zoo to see that.
I guess so.
Well, that's it for the news. I'm Tim Leahy.
And I'm Don McClure.
And I'm Marcella Gillen. Have a good night and join us next week.
Thanks, news team. So, Stephanie, you were telling me about some Frisbee golf thing that you heard of?
Have you ever played Frisbee golf?
I've played it before, but I mean,
okay. Well, basically, you throw the disc, and it's just like golf when you go wherever the disc goes, and you throw it again until you get to the hole, which is the chain link thing you saw.
Yeah.
Well, have you ever played it military style?
Can't say that I have.
Okay, well, military style, you are not allowed to walk at all. So before you start playing on the hole, you decide on what the workout will be if you don't do good on that hole, and you throw the Frisbee, but you have to run after it, and as soon as the Frisbee lands, you have to pick it up and throw it and run to wherever it goes. And sometimes you get there before it even lands. So you're not allowed to walk around or stand around at all. It's basically a cardio workout of golf. And it gets really tiring. And the more you throw it, you get more tired. But if you go over par, whatever the par is for that hole, you have to do like 10 sets of push-ups or sit-ups or planks or whatever it would be. It's very much a workout.
This sounds horrible, I'm gonna have to say. I don't.
It's a workout.
It's a workout,
not your usual everyday workout.
When I hear Frisbee,
but it does work out. It works up quite the appetite.
I don't want to do all that work, you know.
Yeah, but it works up an appetite.
Yeah, you're right.
You get really hungry
doing that
kind of
Maybe
stuff.
we should check out the food around town.
Yes, let's go to Tonlin to see what kind of Vietnamese food they have.
Hello everyone, my name is Matt Mulvaney, and this week on Let's Eat, we're going to go to Ton Linh Vietnamese restaurant. Now, I've never had Vietnamese food before, but I've heard that this place has homemade, award-winning Vietnamese cuisine. So let's give it a try. Hope it's good. From the outside, Ton Linh restaurant looks like an ordinary side shop on Main Street. But on the inside, it is rich with authentic Vietnamese culture and cuisine.
My restaurant opened in 1999. The first thing I think, look around, there's no Vietnamese food in town. I want to order American in the Peoria, know the Vietnamese food.
Ton Linh is family owned and uses authentic Vietnamese family recipes. Linh cooks a lot of the dishes herself and loves to incorporate her 4 children in the restaurant.
I make a recipe from family. We have spicy chicken lemongrass. Mostly we win the #1 for 2009, and this year, 2012, we got the 2nd place.
Being so close to campus, we asked how many Bradley students come into the restaurant.
When you see the student walk by the door and you're ready for spicy chicken, they play on the team soccer ball or volleyball. Okay. Before they go get the game, they have to come to eat spicy chicken for good luck.
I don't know if the chicken brought me luck, but it did give me a full stomach. Linh will definitely be seeing me again for some spicy chicken.
You never have changed. You have to try one time, and I believe you never walk away.
From Midstate Magazine, I'm Matt Mulvaney.
You know what other food is coming around Peoria?
I hear we're getting Chick-fil-A and Chipotle.
We are. They're building it right next to the mall, Northwoods. Yes.
Imagine the business that's going to get all the little moms going to the mall with their kids, you know.
To Chick-fil-A.
They're all going to go to Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A's good stuff. All that chicken, all that protein. Although there's probably not much protein
fried chicken.
Fried
Very
chicken
healthy.
Sandwich.
Very healthy.
That's all I eat, fried chicken.
It's really sad these days, you know. No one really cooks at home anymore. Everyone goes out to eat.
Well, it's good.
It's fast. It's not always good.
Well, I like it, and I like salty and greasy food. That's what I eat.
That's disgusting.
You could say I'm disgusting, and that doesn't bother me. I love that food, and I love being me. So there we go.
Whatever makes you happy.
It does make me happy, because that's what that food is supposed to do.
It's supposed to be for
It's got stuff in it that actually makes you happy.
It's for occasional, oh, I'm running out of time, I need to grab food before I do something. Not, let's eat this every single day and feed it to our kids, and they wonder why America's obese.
Well, I guess you're right about that. But I mean, what are you gonna do? Those big names like Chipotle and Chick-fil-A, they're like the big names of food. Well,
Yes.
let's check out the big names of people in the spotlight.
Hi, I'm Christine Gale, and this is In the Spotlight. Last week, paparazzi photos caused quite the headache for the royal family. Recently, Kate was snapped sunbathing nude while on a private vacation with husband Prince William. Since then, the photos have been published on the front pages of 3 different European magazines. The royals won their lawsuit in France, causing the removal of all photos and magazines on the newsstands. The photos are still published in other European countries and the U.S. In other news, Amanda Bynes has gotten into some legal troubles of her own. The former child star has been involved in several incidents involving driving with a suspended license, driving while smoking illegal substances, and a slew of car collisions. Bynes, who insists everything has been blown out of proportion, currently has pending court dates. Lastly, the judging lineup for the newest season of American Idol has officially been released this week. The judges include Mariah Carey, Keith Urban, Nicki Minaj, and series regular Randy Jackson. Drama could mean better ratings for the declining series. The new season will begin January of next year. That's all for In the Spotlight. I'm Christine Gale, and I'll see you soon.
Thanks, Christine. You know, speaking back to the food subject, do you know where you can go to work off all that food?
I have no idea.
There are these really cool hiking trails at Grandview.
Where's Grandview?
You don't know where Grandview is?
No, I do not. I'm sorry.
It is this most beautiful street with the most beautiful houses that are the whole high-class, old-fashioned houses of Peoria. And there's lots of hiking trails over there.
People do a lot of hiking on this really nice road.
Well, there's like trails that go down because it's on the top of a hill.
Do they have like big backpacks when they go hiking?
You and your Boy Scout ways, you're never going to get over this, are you?
We hiked like 100 miles in like a week for Boy Scouts.
100 miles in a week?
Up mountains, so.
How old were you?
I was a freshman in high school, I think.
That was a bit rough for freshmen in high school, don't you think?
No.
No.
Built
Well, we could go check out Grandview and see what kind of hiking trails they do have.
Let's do it.
Let's go to About Town.
Here we are, folks, Grandview Drive, one of the most beautiful views in America. Now, it may not look like much from down here, but once we get to the top, well, I'll show you. Come on, let's go. Here it is, folks, Grandview Drive. Drink it in, it always goes down smooth.
The majestic 2.5-mile roadway sits upward to 800 feet above the Grand Illinois River Valleyway, giving way to some of the most awe-inspiring views in the country.
On a clear day, you can see almost 30 miles up the river valley. You can see Peoria County, Tazewell County, Marshall County, and Woodford County. It's a pretty awesome landscape.
In combination with the scenic views, Grandview Drive also is host to some of the most beautiful houses in the area. Completed in 1906, the Pleasure Driveway was the first of its kind to be listed in the National Register of Historic Places and was the vision of one man.
Oscar F. Du Bois was one of the first actions that the park board took was to hire him in 1894.
Completing a project of such scale at a time before mechanized equipment was no simple task.
Everything that you see up there was carved out of the hills with horse-drawn logs and manual labor. It was an engineering feat for its time.
The beauty of Grandview Drive draws visitors from across the spectrum to enjoy the simple brilliance of Mother Earth. But don't take it from me. Listen to the famous words from our 26th president.
He was coming to the Country Club of Peoria, so they brought him up the road, and as he was returning, the people apologized for the condition of the road, and his comment was, "It doesn't matter. I've traveled the world, and this is the world's most beautiful drive.
As I took in the beauty of Grandview Drive for myself, I thought of Oscar, and I hope he realized the gift his hard work had given generations of Central Illinoisans.
Grandview Drive is not only recognized maybe statewide or regionally, but I think it's recognized as a national treasure per se.
For another visit of About Town, I'm Chad Weber.
Thanks, Chad.
Thank you, Chad. See how beautiful it was there?
I got to admit, it's pretty beautiful.
It's a great place to go hiking. I mean, he didn't show the hiking trails,
I
but
saw
they're
a runner, though. I saw.
Yeah, I go running there all the time, actually.
Do you? Do you
I do.
listen to music when you run?
I always listen to music when I run. It's about a 3-mile loop if you go down to the water fountain and turn around and go back.
3 miles.
Yes. Lots of music to go through.
I don't run
Not
3
really.
miles.
You don't run, period.
That's true.
But you'll hike 100 miles.
Walking
Boy
is
Scouts.
a lot different than running,
But
if you didn't know.
It's strenuous walking. It's about the same if you're hiking up mountains.
No. Running takes a whole bunch of cardio. I don't feel like walking does. It just takes brute strength.
But if you're going up mountains and you're climbing up really strenuous slopes and the air is getting thinner, that could be a bit of a cardio workout.
I guess it might be a little harder, but I mean, at least when you're jogging, you can like listen to music and stuff.
Yes.
You know?
It takes your mind off things. It does.
Yeah. The best kind of music to run with, I would say, is Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Is that all you listen to?
Let's groove.
I don't think you have anything else on your iPod but
Boogie Wonderland.
That's it.
Just
See,
those
I
two
like
songs.
to listen to R&B when I run.
What song?
Like old school, like.
Well, I like to listen to like violin stuff. So
violin stuff.
I think we got that on SOA right now.
Let's go to Lizzie and check out.
Hello, welcome to State of the Arts. I'm your host, Elizabeth Scoville. Today in the studio, we have Walter Prescott. He's a senior at Bradley University studying political science, philosophy, and Asian studies. Highly involved on campus, Walter is known for his talent in playing the guitar, harmonica, violin, and singing along to his songs. Hi, Walter. Thank you for coming.
No problem, Liz. Good to be here.
Good. So when did you first start playing instruments?
Really, I started playing instruments about 4th grade when my folks got me started on a violin. So this is what really got me started on the whole path. But my folks all play multiple instruments, and so I started learning from them, really, and took off from there. My sister is the real musician in the group with about 9 instruments under her belt. I'm sitting somewhere around 7 if I'm lucky, and none of them particularly well.
Wow. So what are the other ones you play besides the one I listed? Piano, violin.
Guitar, mandolin, a Russian triangular instrument called a balalaika. In a pinch, I could play a domra, which is a Serbian instrument, but not very good. Violin, of course, viola, just because it's the same sort of thing. And one I recently picked up in Beijing this last spring called the erhu, which it's a Chinese stringed instrument. It's really cool.
Sounds exotic, like half of the other ones you mentioned. So you study 3 different things at Bradley, and not one of them is music. Why is that?
Well, if music kind of became a job for me, I think I'd start losing my mind. I always felt like music was like an outlet for whenever all the emotions of the working week start to build up. Grab a guitar, grab a harmonica, grab a violin, whatever it is. It's a release, a catharsis, you know?
Yeah, that makes sense. So do you have any goals with your music beyond just having something to do when you're stressed, or do you want to learn any other instruments, for example?
I mean, I always want to get better at every instrument I've got so far. I think I may need to hit a cap here eventually, but this next semester I'm hoping to be studying in Beijing, and I hope to be able to take some lessons in the erhu out there so I actually can play it well.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah, it would be fantastic. But as far as a career goes, probably not so much.
Okay.
It's looking more like policy in the East Pacific area.
Hey, that's fair. So today you brought 2 instruments in for us. Can you tell me what they are and what you're going to play for us?
Okay. First one's the violin, which everybody knows, of course. One of the most famous of the key-stringed instruments of Western music, but I brought the equivalent from China, which is called a erhu, which is one of its oldest instruments. It uses a python skin resonator, and the bow is played between the strings, but for all intents and purposes, these 2 strings are the same 2 middle strings on the violin. So it was a really easy transition once you get used to. Yeah, once you get used to just playing sideways like a cello.
Nice.
No problem.
All right. Well, whenever you're ready, give us a sample of each.
Sure thing. I'm going to use the same song with these instruments to show, I guess, the similar range they've got.
Okay.
I'll be playing a Korean song called Arirang, which everyone knows. It's like the unofficial national anthem.
Okay.
So from the violin. Simple, sweet, to the point.
Yeah.
On an arhu, it's going to sound a little bit different because it's using a resonator, kind of like a banjo, but for a snakeskin instead.
Okay.
So, okay. Yeah, that's kind of what it sounds like.
Yeah.
I guess just for fun, do you know the theme song of Pulp Fiction? It's called.
Kind of.
Yeah. It's well, it's called Mizalu. It's a Greek song. I was thinking, just for fun, I'll play it on both these. See how it sounds. So, arhu first. That sort of thing.
That sounds familiar, too.
Yeah, definitely. And violin just for fun. I'll play the whole thing on this one real quick.
Wow, and that's all from memory, too.
Yeah.
Walter, you are an incredibly talented man,
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing this with us. We haven't had something like that in a long time, so thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you so much for inviting me in.
Of course, and thank you for watching. That's all the time we have for today. For State of the Arts, I'm Elizabeth Scoville.
Thanks, Lizzie. You know, that's not quite the music I'd listen to when I run, but that's quite interesting.
That was awesome,
That
is what it was,
was.
because Pulp Fiction, anything from Pulp Fiction, great.
Great.
Anything from Quentin Tarantino, period, great. Okay. Best director, my favorite director.
Your favorite director.
Personally, yes.
So those are your movies.
Those are my movies.
Those are your
Kill Bill, Volume 1, Volume 2. His new movie, Django Unchained with Jamie Foxx and
I have not
Christoph
heard.
Waltz.
Which movie?
Django Unchained, it's about the slave that gets like saved by Christoph Waltz, and then he goes out to find his wife.
How new is this?
And it's got Leo DiCaprio. It's coming out on Christmas, I think.
Oh, this Christmas.
This Christmas.
I haven't even heard of it.
We're going at midnight. I think I already have like 20 people going.
We're going at midnight.
I'm seeing it. And then we got Kill Bill Volume 3 coming out. Did you see the first two Kill Bills?
No, I have not. Me and you have different movie tastes. I have not seen these movies.
Uma Thurman? No? You don't like Uma Thurman?
I don't even
You
know
don't even
who
know
that
who
is.
it is. Okay. Okay. You are done. Quentin Tarantino is the best. And yeah, no, Uma Thurman.
I don't know who these people
Is
are.
a great
I
woman.
watch different movies. I don't know. I usually watch action movies, but I haven't seen the one you're talking about.
What action movies do you watch?
I don't know. I like Mr. and Mrs. Smith, or like Act of Valor, or Black Hawk. I kind of like history, like
Okay,
U.S.
Act of
military
Valor.
history.
Act of
Okay, we
Valor,
are not
no.
talking about this
It
because I
wasn't good.
know you do not like it, but I loved it.
Well, I don't like it because it was bad.
But the director was really
Okay,
good.
the director can be good all he wants. Doesn't mean the movie was good.
Oh my goodness.
Takes a lot of things to make a movie good.
It
not one
does,
thing.
and you're very picky, aren't you?
Yes, I am. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, don't have to be sorry.
Yeah.
But that is all the time we have for this week for Midstate Magazine. I'm Stephanie Robbins.
And I'm Shane Fryer.
Check us out next week.
You're good.